Several years ago, a researcher named Terman was studying very smart children. He was trying to understand if having a very high IQ guarantees having a successful life. So he carefully selected 1,500 children. These were not just smart children, they were the top 1% of the top 1%. For 80 whole years, he tracked them as they became teenagers, young adults, and eventually senior citizens. In his mind, the world's most successful people will come from this set of students. But then he discovered something almost unbelievable. Having a very high IQ does not guarantee a high impact life. So many of the people he studied ended up having very average jobs and living a very average life. In fact, 2 of the children that he rejected for the IQ not being high enough ended up winning the Nobel Prize. He realized that although so many of them were doing very well, they were now lawyers, doctors, engineers, and so on. Others were doing very badly. In fact, some of them were underemployed. What was even more shocking is that between those who were doing very well and those who were struggling, there was no difference in terms of IQ. He realized that those that were doing very well came from stable, encouraging, and organized homes, while those that were struggling came mostly from unstable and dysfunctional homes. It was at this point that he realized that the environment in which children are raised play a bigger role in what they become far more than people realize. It is like having the best seed in the world. If the ground is toxic, nothing will grow. If you're a father, I need you to pay attention to this. Paying school fees and putting food on the table is no longer enough. You must be present and make sure that the kids have the right atmosphere at home. One of the things that Terman discovered in the course of his research was that those people that were doing very well had fathers who showed them how to follow through. Don't just lecture your kids on hard work. If they see you do it, you don't need to blow too much grammar. They will learn by seeing. Yes, intelligence is a gift, but a stable home is a superpower.